Do you know what your own voice sounds like? Like your voice, your real voice, without any of those other voices that you've picked up along the way. Your colleagues, your father, your mother, your neighbors, your sister, those other people that get in your head and sort of implant these thoughts and ideas about the way you should be or who you should be. If you were to strip all of those away, what's left is your voice. Do you know what that sounds like? It's funny, we are so afraid, I think, of really finding that true voice, of really listening and following that true voice. And I think I know why. And this realization came to me this morning when I was dropping my son off at getting ready for a 4-H camp. And there was a bunch of kids there, teenagers getting ready to get on the bus, and a bunch of parents all standing around. It's like, goodness, it's like 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's just standing there waiting for the bus. And I'm looking around at all these kids who are just unique, funny, quirky kids, right? And they're all different. They're all a little different, and they're all trying out their style and in different ways. And they're all a little awkward, and it's just adorable. And then I look around at their parents, and I'm like trying to match, do the game of match who their parents are. And I had this sudden realization that, I see all these parents, and we're all in like uniform. We're all wearing our sweatpants or our workout clothes that we kind of end up wearing everywhere. And I realized we're all of us trying to just kind of fit in, just kind of get by. And that is what most people are trying to do. At some point, we have this desire to be free, to be who we really are, but at some point you become afraid of standing out from the crowd. People tell you, people point you out, people make fun of you. And so you learn it's just easier to meld in. And this morning I was guilty of this as much as anybody else. I'm there in my sweatpants and whatever. And so this is the thing, though. This is the beautiful thing that you have to do, that I have to do as artists, not necessarily when we're dropping our kids off for a 4-H camp, but just in our work. We have to get really into what makes us original, what makes us unique, and not be afraid to lean into it, even if it means not being with the crowd, not going with the crowd, standing out and being our own person. And it's like, we've heard that again and again and again, but today it just really sunk in as I looked around at all the adults who at some point had rebelled and tried to, claim their space, their artistic voice, whether they became artists or not. We're all sort of creators of ourselves. But then at some point, they became shut down. So this month, I am celebrating you, original you. Who are you? Who are you? What are you all about? What's authentic about you? What's genuine? What's unique? And let's go there. And there are so many topics around this that we're exploring. In the first Original You episode, we explored copycats, copyrights, and owning your work. And then in the second episode, we explored balancing business with creativity. Trying to maintain our creativity and our uniqueness and our originality, even when we have to do the business side of everything, right? And then later this month, we are going to be working in artistic voice. So really diving in and getting deep about your artistic voice. So be sure to check out the Performers and Creators Lab podcast this month. It's going to be a really special month. And in the meantime, take a look at your wardrobe. Take a look at your life and ask yourself, have I sacrificed something that I really love to fit in with the crowd? What have I let go of because it's just too much of a hassle to be different? And then maybe try to reintegrate some of that difference, some of that original you today.